Okay, and we're back. Now we got this. We got this open. As you see, we're going to war economy. Okay. You know what? Change the plans. What other crap we could do? Atlantic Wall. That sucks. Is this any good? No, it sucks. Guess we have no choice but to go to Rhineland. Bypass! Yay! That means, of course, we're going on Schloss. Why are we doing Anschluss? I can answer that question quite well. And that is, why the hell not? We all know how important it is to do an Anschluss once in a while, you know? We can do quite well ourselves, I think. All three are going. Oh, you go too, my friend. Yeah, you have to go too. Everyone has to attack. There we go. There we go. At least in a little bit, we're going to have that, at least that land, you know? We'll have Österreich. Look at all that area. That's going to be German. Yes, you are. Which will be good, you know, because then we're going to that sucked. I mean, oh good. That's what I want. I want him to sleep. The more the giant sleeps, the happier I get. We're up to 82 now. We should get this. Just wear this down. Obviously, our goal is just to head over to a DVO. And time slowly ticks by, waiting patiently for my Anschluss to happen. And we'll all march into Austria. And we can seize all their support equipment that we need. There's so many good things about going into Austria. And you could go there. Go there. Good. delete your orders. We have special orders for you. If you haven't guessed, that means that the orders are just destroy. There we go. Let's get back to these freaking volunteers. What are we doing over here, buddy? How are we doing? Man. There we go. Alright, we could go over there. There we go. And knock these fellas out. Move on to the next one. Seems like they already got those people pent up over there, which is good. Which is good. At least we got oh cool, they have that looks like a pretty little yeah, we're gonna be doing non-sluice in a little bit. Which will be a big step, you know. I don't know if you ever did a non-sluice. Like if you ever were in charge of, say, Germany, and you managed to like orchestrate somehow that you're able to get like, you know, Austria to join your country, and you became like a super country. I don't know if you ever did that. I never did. So this is going to be a big first step for me. I mean, I don't know if you ever were. I mean, for me, it's going to be an incredible achievement, you know? Click to create a new army. Yeah. Alright. That scared me for a second. Okay, you. Good. You're going to be part of Kaluga. Good. Army dry. Dry army. Monstein. Why not? I mean, at least, I don't know. I've read Panzer Leader, and just to be honest, though, I mean, it comes off as a guy that he always thinks he's right, and everyone else is wrong, and, you know, everything, every single good thing that ever happened in the world was because of Guderian, and everything bad that happened was someone else's fault. And he just came too much of a braggart. I mean, I kind of actually like the Lost Victories a little bit more. But, you know, at the same time, the main problem with both books is that, you know, it's like the same thing with like Holder too. Oh, we could have won if Hitler got out of the way. And it's... I don't think that could have happened. I mean, it's just... To be honest, the Soviets put up one hell of a good fight, and I think they deserved the victory. And even if Hitler had some sense knocked into him, I still think the Soviets would have won. It would have took longer and it would have been bloodier, but they would have won. And that's my opinion. And as I said before, too, a lot of it was hearts and minds. Even if they should have at least treated them. If they treated the Soviets nicely, they would have won, I think. The only people that could conquer Russia are Russians. I mean, that's one of those things that... That's one of those things in life that you have to... You know, if you want to invade Russia and conquer it, you have to get the Russians on board. Because if you don't get Russians on board, you're going to lose. Good. That's a good thing, don't you think? So it's like, you know, if you're going to ever try to invade Russia, you have to get some Russians to be on board with you. And if you do that, you might have a chance. You know, for example, just take the playbook of Lenin. You know, the Germans realized they're between a rock and they weren't really doing that well. So that's why they had Oberst. That was sort of like the occupation authority it's kind of like the occupation authority during World War One. It seems like they came off as assholes, but maybe not as bad as obviously they weren't as bad as the Nazis, but remember, ultimately, who knocked the Russians out of the war? And it was Russians. So that's just one of those things that you need to be aware of. You know, if you ever decide to you decide to invade Russia, you just need to make sure you get some friends with you. Probably the next step I'm thinking is just to fly down here and cut this little group off if they haven't done it already. Actually, they have, but it makes sense to go down there and just make sure the deed's finished. So at least that way I think things are good. And after that battle, I might actually just have a student relax a little bit. As I said before, it's still just June of 37. It's not really one of these situations where we need to go all out from the get-go. Even though I definitely do want to get Franco on my side. here it's good because it looks like a nasty mess. They're kind of looking a little. I mean, it's not like Sedan. When they were like trapped in that city. I mean, obviously it's a lot bigger, but I forgot who the frickin' French general was. His main. He had a pretty interesting. It was like we're in a toilet bowl, and now we're about to get shat on. Yeah, we're going down a little bit good. Our compliance is going up. That's pretty much everything's hunky dory. Some of these divisions are freaking mangled. Oh, damn it. As you guys just waiting. Had the Spanish fight a little bit. It's their goddamn war after all. There we go. Oval iron. There we go. I think we're probably gonna have to end up trading some oil for those to get more opals built. It's one of those things that sucks, but it's what you have to do. You have to do what you have to do. And yes, I know I'm building like old Panzers, but I'm not entirely that worried about it. Looks like we got these people. There we go. Do we need Who's-He Watching or rubber? Give me some rubber. Thank you. Well, this is good. At least this way, those military factories trickle in. Just make them build trucks. More trucks, the happier I get, I guess. There we go. Good job, gentlemen. Let's just figure out what we're going to do next. We're getting close towards democracy time. So it just makes sense to help clear out this rabble. What do you want to do, student? Here, Luftwaffe General. Hills. Hills, hills. Bilbao, urban, obviously. Mountains. Ooh, no. You know what? You are gonna go here. Yeah, you've guessed what I'm doing. Cut these little suckers off. It seems like they need some help. Here we go. Got some dispersed industry and some machine tools. Good. I like that. Let's see what we're gonna got. We need this crap. Fuel gain. Yes, we need fuel. We need rubber. Yeah, we need rubber. And you know what? I'm calling it quits today. I'll see you guys tomorrow.